The rain is always a crucial part of human society. When the rain stops, the cities die and the society collapses. So is there any way to make an artificial rain in the areas where it's really needed? For example, desert areas. So the question is, can we really make it rain? Let's find out more onto the fact. Do like this video and subscribe to our channel so that it motivates us to bring some valuable content to you guys. Researchers and scientists once in their studies said that cloud seeding works. Having said that, cloud seeding is essential for artificial rain. Hence, we can produce measurable precipitation from cloud seeding. Let's talk about cloud seeding. It is described as enhancement of natural precipitation. Whoa. That sounds complicated, right? So let's make it simple. To explain how cloud seeding works, let's first talk about the clouds, the basic thing. Clouds are a bunch of water droplets and ice crystals that are floating in the sky. They are like mist but very light in weight. In this mist, the water droplets are too small to fall as a rain, but they are large enough to form a cloud that we see. However, the micro droplets are too small for the gravity to pull them down, so they just hover up there. Sometimes these droplets are just hanging in around and they don't stick with each other, just like a mist connection. Other times these droplets bump into each other like we do when we go into a crowded concert or we go on in a mall for a Black Friday sale. But unlike humans, when they collide and separate, the droplets when they collide form a bigger droplet. You can notice the droplets on your car window. They stick in there until a bigger droplets absorb them and they become so heavy that the gravity pulls them down. After this, I can assume that you guys have some sense of how rain and cloud works naturally. However, we can force this phenomena artificially, and that's cloud seeding. This is done by releasing an seeding agent into the existing cloud with the pyrotechnic flares that are attached with an aircraft. Think of this as a machine gun which releases microparticles or ice crystals with a mission for more collision and group hurdles. In simple words, when any natural clouds are formed, they take a small aircraft over it and infuse seeding agents. The seeding agent could be dry ice, commonly known as carbon dioxide, or silver iodide, or also simple salt, that is sodium chloride. So now that the cloud seeding is done, now it's time for us to wait for the artificial rain to happen. Likewise, artificial snow can also be produced by cloud seeding. So why do we need to perform cloud seeding? So let's say the crop has been planted but the rain has not occurred yet. So in the case of drought, artificial rain could be savior. In the desert area where there is scarcity of water, this technique could be very useful. The UAE claims to be able to increase their rainfall by 35% thanks to cloud seeding. With the artificial snow in mountains, the water level in the river can be increased in spring. That could help the community and also help the hydropower generation plant in the spring. So you must be thinking, what is the cost of cloud seeding? Well, the cost can vary. For example, the hails are the most expensive and the rains are the less expensive projects. It can range between $200,000 to $1 million a year depending upon the size of the area. And that might produce 1.5 to 4.5 meter of snow or 50 to 125 millimeters of rain in the summer. So just to give you an context, 25 minutes of cloud seeding could generate 136 Olympic-sized swimming pools. So what are the major challenges? Modifying the clouds and predicting where the clouds could be formed is very complicated. The position of the cloud could also add complexity to the process, as the clouds could move after the seeding is done. Cloud seeding is also very expensive as it needs very sophisticated resources. On top of that, it only works where there are already clouds present. So until now, I must have also broke one myth of yours, that why not they extinguish the forest fire using cloud seeding. So it is not always possible that there are clouds available when there is a fire in the forest. Apart from all the challenges, the World Meteorological Organization says that there are 52 countries who are boosting their fund for such processes. One would say, is it really worth it? But that depends upon how desperate you are for the water. Do let us know your thoughts in the comment section of this video. Have you ever thought that what happens if the plane doesn't stop at the end of the runway? If not, then check out our video by clicking here. That's it for today guys. See you in the next one. Take it easy.